Let's find out who are you.
All right.
Talk a little bit about you.
Okay. Well, my name is Liang Ying. My ancestry, in case you don't recognize the features, is Chinese. My father is from Ningbo, near Shanghai, China. My mother is Singaporean, and I was born in Singapore in '61. But my family moved over to the UK when I was 6. So I spent 3 decades in the UK where I got educated, got my PhD in nuclear physics. And then in '93, I moved to America to try and live my dream. And I've been here for the last 30 years. Well, I said to you, academic, I'm a nuclear physicist, but I've been in...
College, you make nuclear bombs, like what do you do?
Well, I did nuclear research, so I studied the strong force, which is one of the fundamental forces of nature. So I was also have a paper. I was the discoverer of the cerium-134 isotope. So that's about my most famous published paper is the discovery of cerium-134 isotope. Sorry. 132. It's been so long, I even forgotten which isotope I discovered now.
What do you do nowadays?
Well, after I left and came to America, I went into corporate life. So my main field was actually in cryogenic superconductivity. So I have lots of scientific papers and patents in that area. So although academic-wise, I consider myself a nuclear physicist, I'm actually more expertise in the area of cryogenic and superconductivity. So I have various patents. I also work as a regulator, working with EPA, government agency on the regulations of TNOM, which is the radioactivity from oil and gas field. So I like I said, stayed in the technology field, but on the commercial side of things. But in 2015, I left corporate and set up my own global organization called Art Collective, which is a global alliance which combines artists, activists, and artisans. And our model is to combine the holy trinity of art, business, and charity, the ABC. So we don't just do business for business sake, we do business with a humanitarian content to art and a creativity that comes in the art, and vice versa. We do charity run like a business. So we're not begging for money, we're actually generating our own funds through business profitability enterprise. And art, of course, plays a major part. And in this domain, I am also, with my organization, also involved in this new NFT world. But we're not, again, not just creating an NFT, we're creating a holistic model.
Talk a little bit about what do you do with NFTs, how do you sell them, how do you create them, what's your...
Well, NFT's been around for 4 or 5 years, but of course it only became big last year. So now everyone is into NFT, which is a non-fungible token. So NFT, to put it simplistic, is just a digital collectible. So just like you collect artworks, traditionally you hang it on your wall. Well, NFT takes those artworks, digitize it. So now instead of hanging on your wall, you show it on your iPhone, show it on your computer. So it's a digital version of that. And just as you can have a unique artwork, similarly, you can have a new NFT using the blockchain. Blockchain was designed, of course, for cryptocurrency, but now blockchain is used in a lot of aspects, but now it's used also in the NFT world. But I said to you, we're not just jumping into NFT wagon. We're also working in the crypto field, but also in the media field and in metaverse. So we are combining the 4 pillars of the digital world into what we call the Art Collective digital world. And with our partners, in fact, one of my major partners right now is in Miami. I just was on the phone with him like 10 minutes ago. He's now partnering with the largest entertainment nightclub in the whole of Miami. And Miami literally is the center, the world center of entertainment. If Hollywood is the center of movie, if New York is the center of banking, then Miami is the center of entertainment. Okay, the group that I'm working with are also getting setting up that area for us as well. Now, why they're partnering with me? Well, our collective is not just involved in on commercial side, on individual side, but we're also related to collaboration with government and intergovernment agencies. Like, for example, I'm on the board of 2 United Nations NGO, Museum Future Foundation. Teresa Nackley, who's going to be the next president of Brazil. So you watch this, okay? All right? and Jim, you know him, right? So she's going to be here, a Brazilian. So watch out for that name, Teresa Nacli, the president of Brazil in 2022. And also, I'm on the board advisory of another NGO, the Global Empowerment Movement, which is headed and founded by Dr. Queen Blessing Itiwe. She was a recipient of the presidential award given to her by President Obama. Okay, that's the kind of caliber of people that's in our collective organization. And yesterday I was speaking to Nepal about bringing investment into that beautiful nation. And we're also we also work actively in West Central Africa. So our collective literally is a global organization, a global influencer. So we don't just believe in working from the bottom up. We actually believe in working from the top down, so from both ends, okay? That's how you're going to bring peace. That's how you're going to bring love to this world, okay?
At the beginning of the interview, you mentioned that you have significant experience and understanding of the science, special physics, right? Nuclear science. How that gives you comparative advantage over other people who also want to do good in the NFT world and the cryptocurrency? What's your science background? How that affected your competitive advantage?
Well, obviously, most people are going into NFT are just speculators, just like the cryptocurrency. So they only know about making money and it's related to art, but they don't understand the overall background of it. Okay. So now there's nothing wrong with just making money. If that's your dream, then so it. But my advantage is I know the technology. By knowing the technology, I know both the pros and the cons. So NFT may be very excitable, but there are pitholes in there. Okay? I mean, there are pitholes where people are losing a lot of, let's put it this way, are being scammed as well. Okay, so I go in there with a logical mind, with an analytical mind. So I don't just look at let's make plenty of money. I look, well, is this legit? How is this done? Is the NFT secure? You know, where is the NFT image that, as I mentioned, where is it deposited? Is it deposited on someone's website, which can disappear overnight and you lose your NFT? Just take, for example, Beatles NFT, which set a record, $69.5 million. That was auction at Christie. Do you know where that NFT belongs? It belongs on one website. Guess what happens if that website collapses? That NFT vanishes. And 69 million. Yeah, so if you don't know that, if you just think, 69 million, but where you have an art piece like Picasso in a museum or in your home, you know where that Picasso is. You know it's in the museum or you know in a home. But does anyone actually know where the NFT is?
Many different computers. It's not just one. It's like the super.
No. That's where you see. That's where most people, because they don't know the technology. The blockchain ledger is distributed to out the whole blockchain, which is all the world. So the blockchain is just an ID. So it's like I can whip out my ID, my driver's license. So the blockchain is forever in the system. In principle, it cannot be lost, but the blockchain is not the NFT. I repeat, folks, the blockchain is not the NFT. So that's where the confusion lies. People think, I have a blockchain.
Don't give them too much. Let them watch.
Well, you asking me. I'm going to give them as much as you want. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, my interviewer don't want me to give all the secrets away. So I will keep quiet for now. Okay? Yeah.
Folks will ask.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I will bother you for now.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
All right.
What's your social media? How people can look you up?
All right. So my website is called Klystar, which is Klystar. It's actually a published book.
Like Instagram or Facebook?
Yes, it's on my Facebook. It's Klystar. My LinkedIn is Klystar. So Klystar. There's also going to be a movie out on my live called The Man Who Met God by Andrew Wen. Okay, so watch out for Klystar and watch out for the upcoming movie and music to be released soon. God bless you all. You didn't want.
Anna, we're rolling. We are at your place. Can you hold the mic closer?
Yes.
Who are you? Talk a little bit about you.
Yes. Hi, Andrew. Hi. Nice to see you in person. We've chatted a few times. About doing fashion shows in New York and just mingling and networking about what we're doing here. I've been in New York for 30 years, mostly on the entertainment, hospitality field. My restaurant, I had a restaurant in 1999.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a Brazilian and Italian restaurant. And it was really flamey and
Cook?
awesome.
How to cook?
No, I had two chefs. I had a chef that graduated from Condé Bleu in Paris and São Paulo Culinary Institute. So the team was really amazing. And then we lasted for 4.5 years.
Nice.
After 9/11 was a little bit difficult to maintain such a high, hip, happy place with people dancing. We had samba and all my Brazilian roots were really explored and shown, and it was really nice.
Speak a little bit in Portuguese so that they know that
Yeah,
you
claro, claro, yeah. Alguma galera aí talvez lembra no restaurante que eu tive, né, em 1999, na 58 com Primeira, era chamado Nascimento, e tinha a banda de pagode todas as noites, tinha músicas ao vivo, muitos modelos, era realmente um mundo muito fantástico e muito legal. Mas aí depois, né, mudou.
Can you talk
Yeah.
a little bit about this place? Like, what do you do here? What do you sell? Like, why are you here? Like, what's the future for that location?
Okay, so ongoing forward and growing through the transformations and matrix, vortex, and whatever we do. Right now, my endeavor and my enterprise is on rough diamond manufacturing, and I've been focusing on this since 2018. I graduated at GIA, the Gemology of Institute of America, in 2017. 2018, I opened this office. And this office is the business plan, and my foresee is to cater and sell diamond manufactured in Antwerp with a modified cut.
You at the mezzanine, which is the second floor, so it's not that many people come here on the second floor. Probably the rent is cheaper, but you only have the people who know you come here, not like people from the street rarely come to the second level.
Yeah. So this place is pretty much more for like my intellectual and my growth and of my creativity. So I would say that would be the studio. And the goal is eventually to have a street place that I can have people walking in from the streets and I can show what we're doing inside. But right now, that's what we do. We operate more like an office, even though we do have a vitrine with a display and of the creations that I'm doing monthly or every trip.
A show in a week from now at 27th of January across the street and the.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Congrats, man. The Diamond District's coming, huh?
Some of the collections. Can you, like, I display here on the tables a few pieces.
Sure,
Can
yeah.
you talk a little bit? What do you think about it? Like, whether you like it or not? Like, what strikes your attention?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which
All right.
one do you think people will wear?
Oh, this is really nice. I used to have that. This is from actually a peacock bird. Yeah, my sister was in the zoo today, so
Do you
this
know
is
what it
really
is?
natural. Yeah, this is a real feather.
Now, this, of course, it's feather.
Oh, and then needs a
This-
pin.
Yes, this is to hide the microphone.
Oh,
I
wow.
put like little lapel mic on the person.
Okay.
So we don't want to show the mic. So this covers and the noise.
Oh, wow, that's so
this
sweet.
protects
Very
from the
cute.
noise. So that's like a technique that used in the film industry. People think, oh, why you have this when you walk? It's actually to
Right,
cover the
something that you're
microphone.
using. I liked it. This is really nice.
What about those pieces? Do you think it's like this? This is fluorescent. Do you like those rings or?
Oh, yeah, fluorescence is really good, especially if you're dancing in the club. You want to put your fingers in the air and the arms. I'd love to work on that
Do you think
that stuff.
This is very cheap, affordable jewelry from China, and I'm wondering what do you think will sell well for me? So this is samples, but if when
Oh, I
find
like
them-
this a lot.
You like those?
I'll actually hide my nipples. I think it's some like,
Oh.
if you do a top, like it can be like ideal for many things. Yeah, the way
Maybe a
you
good
have
idea.
it. Yes.
It looks. It might
Beautiful.
be very sexual. I
Yes.
agree. Okay.
And then this piece is also with the big stones, and we can always work on estate auctions with the real diamonds. You know, the design is beautiful.
Okay. Let's go back to you. Anything else you want to share with the world?
Well, the world right now just need a lot of tender loving care, a lot of justice, a lot of harmony with each other, and I feel that would be the best way to go. And in my business, what I'm doing would be to incorporate that philanthropical level to help everyone that's associated to the future and to the success, and making sure they are
Hold the mic closer. Yes.
they're compensated enough for their effort, for everything that they put it through on the line, and then they get that reimburse for them and their family.
People can look you up.
Oh,
Like Instagram or Facebook.
yes. Well, right now we're working on my website, and
You don't have Instagram?
no Instagram.
No Facebook,
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
So what about the website you said?
Well,
Anything
no,
yet?
not yet. And no comments on that, actually.
So the
Yeah.
only way people can reach out to you come here physically, correct?
Yeah, in the Diamond District at 37 West 47, at room 77 in the mezzanine in the exchange.
Email or something.
Yeah, and the email botanienterprises@gmail.com for Botani Husco Diamonds.
And cut.
Thanks.
Come on, cue the talent. What's your name?
My name is Blanca, but on 47th Street they know me as Casablanca.
You're very, very funny and you're very humane. What's your secret? How do you sell your jewelry?
How do I sell? By, yeah, you're right, the natural way. I introduce myself, I go like personal questions, and then people like myself, and that's the way that they buy my jewelry.
What's special about your jewelry? Anything specific you sell?
Yes, I do specific nameplates, customers' desires, rings, jewelry. The people, they actually draw the way that they want it, and that's the way that they have it, and they're very happy. Once the piece is finished, I am so happy to see them smile happy, and they refer me. That's the way that I am. I am many years in this business.
How many?
Many is a few decades.
What's the future for you? Like, what do you want to do eventually? You want to keep doing this?
Yes. Well, I will not work as hard as I did all these years, but I like it. I like it to make the people, customers happy. It's a feeling that I have inside of me that when they're happy, I am very happy. It's part of my person.
What about your social media? Do you have like Instagram or Facebook? Do you do any social media?
Believe it or not, I do have only my page, my face, my name, but I started with a little bit of my company name, which is Casablanca Jewelry, which is located on 37 West 47th Street, booth number 27. Come and visit me. I have a little gift for you. I'm starting because, as you know, all the schools, we have to upgrade ourselves. Sometimes we don't have time for it, but that's not an excuse. We have to do that. Like the way that when we come to this country and we learn the language, which is beautiful, we learn the culture, the different people. I love people. That's why I do, if you don't mind telling me, ja говорю по-русски, я mówię po polsku, parlo italiano, parlo francés, spreche Deutsch, hablo español, speak English, Hellenic, parlo portuguese. So I speak and I understand those languages, and that's the way that it also helps me. It's a beautiful tool because I can get to the customers, to the people all over the world, the countries. I know the taste, so I think that's also another secret. Yes.
And you are a restaurantee, you're a chef.
Chef, food creator.
Who are you? What do you do? Like,
Yes, I can. Hi, my name is Evan Huss, Huss. I've been a chef in New York since 1989. I worked for four-star kitchens like Boulay, the Royalton Hotel, and then I became a chef at Aesop's Tables, a two-star restaurant, which was in the borough I grew up in. I got 2 stars in the Times in early 90s. Then I worked at the Hamptons many summers as executive chef. And I created leafy green power foods, antioxidant, super beta-carotene enriched green foods, which I cooked, of international style of Greek, Italian, Moroccan, and Tunisian. And then I worked at a fabulous Moroccan nightclub a few years ago called Le Souk on Avenue B. and that was a 3-story retractable ceiling. I would cooked.
Where do you cook now? What do you cook?
I have my own private where I cook dinner parties for people, and I do 4 or 5 course dinners in people's homes, and I invite 20 to 30 people, and I charge moderate, and I cook. I pick a theme, like a Moroccan evening or a Sicilian evening, and I create food that represents, that culture.
Do you buy the
I buy all the ingredients.
catering? What I mean by this, like, when I do my fashion show,
Yeah,
I often sell my liquor to a bar, and I often sell my food to to a catering company.
I see.
So what I would charge them would say $1,000, and if they make 10,000 or 50,000, whatever, that's their profits.
Yeah,
I have a couple of friends who just know that I have a lot of people. So
Yeah.
if the models are beautiful, if the fashion show is good, people spend money on the food. If they spend money on the food, they spend money on drinks. So that's how we.
how do they charge for the food? What do they charge?
$10 a plate.
Oh, something like that?
$100
Yeah,
a
yeah,
plate.
yeah.
There are different types of food restaurants.
And I have to purchase the food, or?
No, yes, you're buying the right to sell your food at
Yeah.
the venue. So
Yeah.
you buy, and nobody else is selling. You're the only one who can sell. So you would say you pay $100.
But I have
then whatever you sell, you make a profit.
I understand. I do personal dinner parties from 20 to 40 people. I don't do 500 people.
No, I don't have.
I'm not a
fashion
big
shows.
caterer.
We don't have big fashion shows.
I'm an intimate kind of guy who creates. Yeah.
Fashion is
Yeah.
an intimate thing.
Yes.
There are not a lot of people who can spend $1,000 on the plate.
Yes. Sure.
There are not a lot of people who go to a fashion show. So all we need is a few wealthy ones, the billionaires who spend money
Yeah.
on the show. So I don't.
Well, I'll tell you a wild New York story. When I was 17, I dated a girl on 57th Street named Lisa Gans. She grew up in Staten Island, Scandinavian. And I'd go pick her up to take her to dinner. I was 17, she was 17, West 57th Street, near Bonwood Teller or whatever. It was called Lothar's. And I'd go in, a guy would grab my hand. Gay guys like me, I was tough looking. And he'd say, go out with me, not Lisa. And he had red hair, very skinny. It was Michael Kors.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've had a lot of stories.
That's a pretty cool story. What's your social media? How people can look you up? Do you have like Facebook?
I have a bit of a website. It's called the Bon Vivant Healthy Dining Club of New York.com. And as my card, I'll give you. I call my business the Healthy New York. The Bon Vivant Healthy Dining Club of New York. Bon Vivant means the good life in French. So my food represents health, vitality, originality, color, texture, flavor.
And cut. Can you talk a little bit about you? Who are you? Talk whatever you want.
All right, yeah. Anyway, well, we're here at our what we call it the store gallery. I'm kind of Anna's partner, and
Or are you Anna's partner? You are Anna's partner.
yes.
Okay.
And this is our gallery. So I forgot what I was gonna. It's okay. I thought we were gonna interview here. I forgot, but that's okay.
I'll show them.
Yeah, because I just wanna. So I did some of my artwork here. And she got me into doing jewelry designs. I've always been an artist for a long time, So this is our galleries we got a lot of artists from different parts of the world. I'm honored to be one of her artists, as well as a partner. And so I've been being with her friend and in this business for 5-6 years now, and it's been exciting here in the Diamond District. Yeah.
The artists, like, what are the ways how do you sell your art? Like, what are the ways to promote the art? Like, what are the ways? What inspires you? What's the story behind your art?
Well, okay, so the selling of the artwork is not. I mean, I haven't really reached that level. I'm my daytime job, besides being Anna's partner, is I'm a hotel designer. So that's what pays my bill. And one of the things I wanted to do. I designed mostly the interior of a hotel, the lobby of a hotel, the restaurants of the hotel. Very important, especially guest rooms. One of the big things, and once in a while I would do like the rooftop. So this is where the fashion and the art comes in place, because now more and more in New York City, it's fashionable to have events in the rooftop. And in Alexander, that's where I met you, right? That hotel is actually, I believe, I don't want to quote, part of Marriott, and Marriott has been my client. So the idea that I've been working on, and it's a great alignment, is that for the past more than 10 years, I've been working on hotel projects. And
what is special about hotel designs that different from humans, from like wealthy mansions, like how the hotel sleep people feel that we're on vacation, we forget about our worries, and this is the me time.
Yeah, well, it is. That's what it is. It's like it's a me time, and it's kind of like. It was kind of like a vacation, and it is kind of a way of being in your own mansion for a little while, because the other thing that I work on hotel design is also suites and like penthouse suites, which is usually on the top floor. And you feel like a rock star, because, that's where rock star, that's why you have Hard Rock Cafe. And I did work on Hard Rock Cafe one time years ago at Macau, which is the second most biggest casino. Actually, it surpassed Las Vegas. Just want to put a note on that. Yeah. So.
What's your social media? How people can look you up? Like, what's the way to find that? Like, if they want to book you to design their
Yes.
hotel, how they reach out?
So my ideal social media is Instagram, and I find that Instagram is in some ways more geared toward artists and designers and professional people. And this is why I don't really need a website, because I could put my work out there, So I have reached out to people when Instagram, but the problem is that, even if I hashtag other people, hashtag, companies that they would, I'm hoping they would recognize me. I don't get that in return, but so it's a misfire with Instagram, and yeah.
What's your name? Can you hold a little mic?
Fred Newton, Newton.
Fred, can you talk a little bit about your life? Who are you? What do you do?
I'm retired. I don't have to work anymore.
Yes, I know, but not people don't just work; they live.
Oh, I'm very interested in politics. Trying to
Which
brought.
side do you like?
Huh?
Democrats, Republicans?
I'm a Democrat.
Democrat. Okay.
I wonder if Trump is Adolf Hitler's reincarnation.
Well, what do you think of the job that Biden does?
So far, so good. I mean, Republicans are doing all they can to tie his hands. I mean, he'd do better if he didn't have such obstruction in front of him.
Okay. Let's go back to the fashion and politics. I do a lot of fashion and politics. What do you think for if the fashion can affect politics?
Pardon?
If fashion can affect politics? Like I have
Well,
shows for the related to the politics.
I don't know. I never thought about it. I have to think about that. I know art affects politics, but
Art. Let's talk about how the art affects politics.
I've seen a lot of. I've been to a
Fashion
couple.
is part of art. Fashion is also art.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, I look pretty conservative. I don't have any tattoos or ponytails, but I'm not conservative. I mean, I don't think any of Trump's supporters would have tattoos or. Well, some of them might have tattoos, but they wouldn't have ponytails.
Okay. What else interests you?
Huh?
What else are you interested in?
I'm probably pretty boring, too boring for my own damn good. I need to be interested in other things besides politics. And, I'll be happy to come to your fashion show to see what it looks like. And
how do you know Anna? Like, why did you come here today?
I met her through George and Fred Ball. Have you ever met Fred Ball?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, you might be lucky.
What's those guys?
He's insanity on steroids. Huh?
Okay. Like, do you have like social media? Do you have like a Facebook by any chance?
I have a Facebook. I don't like to talk to it, but I see what other people have to say.
Can you tell the name of your Facebook?
Fred Newton at AOL.com. It's on the card I gave you.
Oh, got it. And come,